Hey guys, it's Sam the Anime Man, and today's video is going to be a little bit different, but trust me, it's going to be worth your time. I want to talk about someone I think might be one of the most professional voices in music today, Laufey. You probably heard of one of her songs without realising it, probably on TikTok. But why is everyone suddenly talking about her? Well, let's talk about it. To understand the hype around Laufey, we have to start with who Laufey is. Born in 1999, Laufey is an Icelandic Chinese singer and songwriter and a multi-instrumentalist, someone who's been surrounded by music by her entire life. She was already performing the cello with Iceland Symphony Orchestra at 15, and a year later, she was a finalist on Iceland's Got Talent, then a semi-finalist on The Voice Iceland. So yeah, Laufey is just an overnight sensation. She's been putting in the work from a very young age. But it's not just that talent that stands out, it's her sound. And that brings me to something that's really important. What makes Laufey so different? Laufey's music feels like it stepped into a time machine, but somehow it doesn't feel old or outdated. Her music feels timeless. That's because she draws a lot of influences from old jazz people like Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, Chet Baker, the songwriting technique of Joni Mitchell, and the poetic vulnerability of artists like Norah Jones. Even Taylor Swift's storytelling in the pop is part of her DNA and her music, and the result? A genre blending jazz, folk and soft pop. But influence alone doesn't make an artist. The real question is, how did she take all that and make it her own? This is where Laufey really shines. She takes all those musical inspirations and she doesn't mimic them, she filters them through and she makes it her own experience, her own voice and her own version of storytelling. Hear that in how she structures her songs. Her arrangements are soft and minimal. Sometimes she uses piano, strings and just pure vocals, but they're so intentional. Every instrument is there to support the emotion, not distract from it. She once recorded her own version of Winter Wonderland using a vintage microphone just to honour Ella Fitzgerald, and she layered the track herself using a bass, light drum, cello, trumpet and piano. She built a little jazz universe around one song. That's not just performance, that's craft. So let me give you an example of what I mean. And obviously the song I'm going to use is probably one of the most famous ones, Promise.
I made a promise to distance myself. Took a flight through aurora skies. Honestly, I didn't think about how we didn't say goodbye. Just see you very soon. It hurts to be something, it's worse to be nothing with you.
Let's talk about this song, because this is the Laufey song that you need to listen to if you want to get into Laufey. This is the song to listen to. The lyrics feel like they were written in the middle of a quiet heartbreak. It's reflective and full of raw honesty. You can hear the ache in her voice, not because she's belting or she's shouting, but because she's holding back. The restraint that she's feeling, it's so powerful. And when the bridge hits, it hits like a wave. The pitch rises, the strings and everything for a second just feels like you're listening to something sent from heaven. It really does. And that's what Laufey does so well. She takes classical structure, layers in her own emotions and makes something so unique and so different, but something you feel like you've heard before. And I think that's what people are drawn to Laufey, because she's doing something that everyone's done, but making it into her own style.
There's no solution, we'll never last. Why can't I let go of it?
My personal favourite songs from Laufey are Just Like Chet, Haunted, High, Promise obviously, Let You Break My Heart Again, Above the Chinese Restaurant, Broad, Dreamer, That's What Love Will Do to You, and I think that's pretty much it. I like all her songs. The truth is, Laufey is not just making music, she's telling stories in a language that blends nostalgia with something beautifully new. She's not chasing trends or trying to go viral, she's creating, and honestly, intentionally. And I think that's just so beautiful. So if you haven't given her a listen, do it. Start with Promise, maybe Valentine, or From the Start. That's when you'll realise that Laufey is truly one of a kind. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and tell me what your favourite Laufey song is in the comments. And always remember, Jesus loves you. Goodbye.